Hi, I'm Emily and I'm a flight attendant for 9 years, and today I was going to talk to you about travel benefits. And then I kind of just started to, I've been having an interesting day, kind of dealing with a lot of emotions, and I just thought, I'm going to talk about the coolest part of my job. And I promise I'll get back to the travel benefits. The next episode I'm working in a few days, so I'll go back to that. But what I wanted to talk to you today about is the coolest part of my job, and that is like the stories and the human element of kind of, I guess the best way to describe it is like the ability to share your story and hear others in kind of like a safe space. Because if you think about the airline, have you ever been on the airline and you're sitting next to somebody and before you know it, you're relating, you feel like you're just sharing stories, they seem like somebody you could really hang out with, and you're really talking about real stuff, like stuff that sometimes isn't even like like that you can't talk about with your friends or your family, or you kind of confess something that you're going through or whatever. Well, I have that experience all the time as a flight attendant, not only with the passengers but with the flight attendant that I work with. We only have 2 flight attendants on board ever, and I really like that fact because, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 would be a crowd. With 2, we really have to really talk and get to know each other, and that's I've learned so much from these flight attendants, especially I would have to say like the flight attendants that are in the next phase of life, like maybe the women that are 50 and 60 and they've raised their kids, or they have older kids, and they just have so much wisdom to give me. Like, I love to say like, well, what would you tell somebody my age like to focus on, or as a mother, and kind of pick their brains about like what can I expect for the next 20 years, and just to hear their stories of what they've gone through or what they're dealing with. And so those have been great experiences for me. I'll never forget a couple of mothers. They probably don't even know how much they've affected me, but with their teenagers, and just saying like, you know what, it's all good, like I'm enjoying this, like there's nothing to fear, like we've never really gone through that time where it's hard or where it's just crazy, and so it is what you make it. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice to hear that even into that you can still make it your own, for what you have control over. And today I'm flying with a great guy, and it's just been crazy. I've been emoting to him over some of the stuff I've been going through over the last few days, and he's just been super supportive. And like because we're finding out, we have all these connections. We grew up the same way, and kind of made some same choices and changes, and so that's been fun to relate, and yeah, to just share. And I don't even know if I could do that with the friends. Sometimes, of course, I have friends and family that I can do that with, but it's all about this connection, like this, like kind of almost like he's not someone who is super connected to me, so he can be almost like a proxy, and it's something I've really put a lot of thought into. And I like that I can come out to work and I can interact with all these people, and I can kind of get that not out of me, but that is something that is really important to my personality, is like people, stories, different places, different like information, people different from me, different like everything. And then I get to go back to my safe little world of my 3 kiddos, and like, well, I don't know how safe it is, but do my little world and just work with them and deal with them. And so just kind of what I've been going through the last few days. If you're a subscriber, I'm sure you've followed, but like my oldest daughter, Julietta, it's not that big a deal, but it's a big deal as a mom, just all the emotions are kind of setting in on me today, and it's been hard. It's like I got to work and all of a sudden it was just like tears and emotions, when I've been fine like the last 36 hours. I try and deal with things quick, and I don't know, it's just all kind of crashing down on me. My daughter ran like two two friends, they were running. The other girl, like one mom said stop, the other girl didn't have time to stop, and her forehead came right into my daughter's teeth. The one went back, and it's just been kind of scary. Anyways, I don't know if I can tell the whole story, but the point being is that, you know, it's nice to just kind of lay some emotions somewhere that don't really have consequences, as far as, like, you know, I tend to have 17 emotions in a day, so I can be feeling like this, and then in 10 minutes I'll be totally distracted by something else. I'm kind of like a little fuzzball or fuzzbrain. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but the point being is that it's a really cool element of the job, is meeting new people and seeing how other people live and what their experiences are, and that pretty much everybody can relate. We're all 10 times more the same than we are different, has definitely been what I've taken away from this job, and I love it. And it's just nice to know that other people have been there, and I've just been kind of feeling like a little down because this last few months, it's like since August of last year, I've been in like a rollover van accident. I was stung by a scorpion that left me, that was a mess. That was extremely painful. I lost hearing in one ear for like 2 months from an ear infection. I just fell down the stairs like not even 3 weeks ago, a month ago, and I've just had one thing after another, and then my little Julietta falls, and so pretty rough. My little Juju falls, and so I'm just feeling just like, whew, my goodness, how, and then running off to work and mommy guilt, and I know she's fine with my husband at home, but just like, shouldn't I be there for her? So just get to share that story with you and with the, you know, with the other people, or with the person I'm working with. And if you're thinking about doing this career, I totally encourage you to do it. I just have endless good things to say about it, and 9 years strong, and I promise next episode I will talk about flight benefits and how my family travels and who travels on my benefits and all the cool places that we get to go and things like that. And so, you know, next time you look at your flight attendant, if you're not thinking about being a flight attendant, just know that, you know, of course we're people too. I know you know that, but like, you know, we're going through stuff too, and I just, you know, slap on the smile and, you know, try and be present with whoever I'm dealing with. And just, it's kind of hard though. I don't want to start crying in the aisle, but maybe that's why it's good to kind of talk through it right now. So I got 2 more flights to go today, and then I got to get this little body home to my kiddos and do what we do at home. If you're thinking about being a flight attendant, I do flight attendant vlogs and videos probably about once a week is the average. So subscribe if you want, comment, like, whatever. I have plenty of other flight attendant videos and resources. Thanks for letting me just kind of chat with you today and emote all over you too. So we'll see you next time for travel benefits. Thanks. See you next time.